Hey, welcome to this week's Cooking with Connie. This week we are going to be making a lemon blueberry dessert lasagna. You will not want to miss this recipe because it is sweet, it is creamy, it is sugar-free, it is gluten-free, and it is delicious. So make sure you watch the whole video so we can go through step by step how to make this delicious treat. So keep watching and we'll show you how to do it. All right, guys, so I'm going to go with you how we're going to make this lemon blueberry lasagna. And this is a no-bake dessert. Remember, everything we do is sugar-free and gluten-free. So the first thing I've done is I've taken 2 boxes of our lemon dinkies from Chalk Zero. These are really nice lemon-flavored cookies. And I have put them in my food processor and got them all ground up. And then I put a half a cup of butter and I've mixed all that together. So this is going to be the crust for this. So we're just going to put that here in our pan and then we'll press it down good. And then we'll start making the next phase of this. I find that if you pack these good, you do a lot better in the long run with them. Okay, well, that was easy. We're going to throw this in the freezer. All right, so our next step will be our blueberries. So what I've got in here, we've already made up our whipping cream, which we've made whipping cream tons of times. So basically our whipping cream, little cream cheese, little monk fruit. So we've got whipping cream made up, and then what I've got in here is Greek yogurt and my blueberries. So I just used frozen blueberries, but you want to unthaw them, but you use the liquid in them too. So we're whipping those in here. Okay. And then in this, we put our 8 ounces of cream cheese, and I put 3/4 of a cup of our monk fruit allulose in there. And then we've done something a little different because this is going to help this gel up. So we've used our unflavored gelatin. And basically what we did was we put that in 1/3 of a cup of water, 5 teaspoons of it. We let it sit to bloom, whatever that means. And then we put it in the microwave just a little bit. You can kind of see it has a nice gel consistency there. So this is going to help set our whole thing up a little bit more consistently. Put that in there. We're going to also use a cup of our whipping cream for this. Now I'm making just a half a batch today, but I'm going to give you the recipe for a 9 by 13 pan. But we don't like to have a lot of extra dessert around, so that's why I often will just do a smaller batch to show you how it works. But if I was doing this for a family reunion or my big family, I'd probably do a whole big batch of it. So again, we've got our cream cheese in there, we've got our monk fruit, allulose in there, we put the blueberry in there, and then we're going to just start whipping a little bit. Hopefully this thing doesn't go crazy on me. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we've got this all whipped up, so we're going to pour this over our crust. This is not only going to be tasty, but it is going to be really pretty. That's why I want to make sure I had a clear bowl so you could see the layers in this. All right. And we will put this back in the freezer to set up while we make our last, well no, not our last, we'll whip topping on the last of it, our next layer of the dessert. So for our next layer, what I've done is I put a cup of my whipped topping in here, and then the original recipe called for the boxed lemon pudding, but you know me, I like everything kind of from scratch. in the box lemon pudding. It's hard to find a good sugar-free that's going to be good. So I just made lemon curd, which is a really simple recipe because you just use 3 eggs. I used 2 lemons, whole lemons, zested them, and the juice. And then about 1/4 of a cup of unsalted butter, and you just cook that, and that's this beautiful lemon curd here that has a really nice tangy taste because I am really big into the actual lemon flavor. So we're going to mix these 2 things together, and that's going to be our lemon layer. And then we have enough whipped topping to top it with the rest of the whipped topping on top. And then our lasagna will be done. So we're going to whip this up, and then we'll put this on top of our Okay guys, so here's our lemon layer. Look at that. And it's a nice, using that lemon curd, I think it gives you a much more tangy lemon, which is what I really like in a lemon dessert. I don't like something that looks yellow and is supposed to be lemon that doesn't have that little bit of a tang to it. So I'm kind of a lemon connoisseur. Lemon and cherry are my 2 favorite flavors, so if you're going to do lemon, you better do it right. And I think this dessert is going to do it right. All right, so we're going to put this on top. We'll let this set up in the freezer before we put our last layer, which will be our whipped topping on there. Okay guys, here we are. We have our lemon blueberry lasagna. This is delicious. It's got a little sweet, a little tangy with a little creamy, delicious no-bake dessert. Really probably better for the summertime, but I think we can eat this any time of the year. So make sure you check out Cooking with Connie for all of our gluten-free, sugar-free cooking needs, and we're just coming up with new recipes all the time. And remember, give us a shout out. If there's something you want to see, let us know and we'll try to get it on here. So remember this week, make good choices, and we'll see you soon.